Bless Squad, what's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy, Blessed Applesauce, here to bless y'all with another video here on Blessed to Invest. And today I want to talk about the Russia situation. As you've seen on the news, if you're watching Instagram, if you got Twitter, and you're just watching local news, you know about the Russia situation with the war, how Ukraine is being attacked by Russia right now, and they're at a war. And for this video, make sure you spam the like button just before we even get into it, just for the content I'm giving. But for today, I want to specifically talk about this war from an investor standpoint. I understand. Let's put aside the lives that are lost. We want Ukraine. We want this to stop. Yes, we do. But from an investor standpoint, there are a lot of things we can learn from this situation, and I want to highlight a couple of points here that you can take away when you're looking to invest money, when you're looking to trade and stuff like that. So before we get into it, hit the like button, sub down below, and let's go. All right, so the first thing I want to say is the rupee. If you've seen the rupee, it is down 50%. 50% since Russia entered into this this war scenario. People don't like it. They can't trade with the rupee anymore. Their currency is basically done. So imagine you waking up, you have $10,000 in your bank account, and then the next day you only have 5 grand. You have 4 grand. You're like, where did my 5 grand go? Where did my 6 grand go? That's exactly what happened to the Russians. And what you can learn from this, I say, is one, don't trust your currency all the time, and diversify. I think specifically in America, we look at our country as being the number one in the world. We're the best over here. We're the best in the West. They say all these great things about America, and they don't look at other countries. I made a video not too long ago about investing in other countries, diversifying into other countries. And this Russia situation shows this. Imagine people, there were a lot of people that only invested in Russia. They had only Russian stocks, they had Russian money, they had Russian everything. And now they're down bad. So be aware that even wherever you live, if you live in the United States, if you live in Europe, if you live in Africa, if you live in Asia, it may not be best to just invest all your money in your particular country, because you don't know what can happen. For my personal, I'm the United States. We could possibly go to war. We don't know what's going to happen. Our dollar could tank. We don't know what's going to happen. And it's best to have some type of money in another country, in another stock that is not in your country, in another index fund that's not associated with the majority of your investment portfolio. Because you waking up the next day and your investment portfolio is completely gone because you thought you were diversified, where you diversified in a little bit of apples, a little bit of tech stocks, a little bit of let's say some energy stocks, a little bit of some big names, and you thought everything's good, and then all of a sudden America goes down. It can definitely end up pretty bad. So that's one lesson. Just make sure you're diversified, not only in your country, but all over the world. Very important. And next, with that diversification thing, also your currency as well. I really think it's great to have other currencies, whether that be like gold or silver, or maybe you have some euro or something like that, some yen. Just really diversify your portfolio. Don't leave all your eggs in one basket. Next thing, basic materials are always going to be winners, like always. As you see, we've seen oil prices skyrocket. Oil prices going crazy across the United States. I think over in California, I'm over on East, so I'm not familiar with the California gas prices, but I think it hit around $7. Crazy. I would be sick paying $7 for gas. I know over on my side, it almost hit $5 for me. I'm over in Maryland. Almost hit $5, but it's hovering around that like 430-ish right now. But gas prices have been completely out of control. And this is something to highlight in a time like this, when everybody wants Bitcoin, they want all this electric NFTs and all this digital stuff. This is a moment you realize physical things, oil, gold, silver, platinum, like physical things that people need every day. Wheat, you can invest in wheat. They have corn. A lot of different physical things that people need every day are very critical and not going anywhere. I feel like a lot of people have just been going off. It's been Bitcoin, 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 NFTs, NFTs, hype stocks, meme stocks. And they forget that the best investments you can make are the ones that have stood the test of time for a very, very long time, or thousands of years. Why would you put your money in something, i.e. Bitcoin, that's only been around for like 12 years or so, when you have something that has been around since the beginning of time, that is not going anywhere? And like my mentor says, it's going to be here until Jesus comes back. Like, that's just what it's going to be. It's not going anywhere. These are things that people need every day. And when things hit the fan, they're going to want to go back to these things, and they're going to skyrocket in price. So I highly recommend investors get into gold stocks. Gold stocks have been booming. Get into some silver stocks. Get into some wood, like some wood stocks. Get into some companies that have basic materials. Just stay in that sector. Just look at some basic material sectors and to say, okay, what can I buy out of this that people need every day? That whatever happens, if we got a fire tomorrow, we got a war tomorrow, people are going to need these items. So that's one thing to highlight for investors there. Make sure you're sticking with that basic materials, even real estate. Really, real estate is also really important because people need a place to live. These things are never going out of style. So stick with the non-sexy stuff and stick with the stuff that's always going to be in style forever. Next is war is always going to be profitable. Betting on war has been profitable forever. If anybody has seen the Rothschilds, I definitely recommend you look up like a documentary for them or read a couple of their books. One book that showed me how dangerous the Rothschilds were was a book called The Creature of Jekyll Island, one of my favorite books of all time. And it highlighted not only the Rothschild, it had a couple of chapters of the Rothschild, but it highlighted how people manipulated money to bet against wars, how they did it. They had just a brief history. So they had 5 sons, and these sons lived in different countries across Europe, and they were able to communicate with each other. So when one was going to war, they could be like, oh, they're winning, they're losing, or whatever, and they would be able to switch money from side to side. So betting on wars has always been a profitable thing. Times like these, you can see that the stock market is down. We are currently in a bear market, and a lot of people are scared and nervous, like, oh, what am I doing? What am I going to do? The sky is falling, blah, blah, blah. Sure. But when people are running, when there's blood in the streets, sad to say, that's when money is made. So you can get discounts on stocks. I think Apple was like 10% down, if I remember right. Don't quote me on it because I haven't looked at it in a little bit, but it's down pretty bad. I know the NASDAQ is in the bear market right now. I just got the notification on my phone that the NASDAQ is in the bear market. So start taking this time to go shopping for some stock. These are great deals, great discounts. It might go down a little bit more. I know the Federal Reserve is supposed to be coming out this week and talking about interest rates and potentially raising interest rates. Me personally, I don't think they're going to get very high with the interest rates. If they do raise them tomorrow, which is kind of like they say is like a 90% chance. I think it's kind of like 60% that they raise them, just with all the chaos that's been going on. But we'll see. We don't know. We'll see. But even if they do raise them, I think they're only going to get maybe to 1%. That might tank the market a little bit. So we'll see if the dip continues to go down, and maybe we'll get 30% discounts. Maybe we'll get 40%. We don't know. We'll have to see. But this is an opportunity to make a lot of money because everything is discounted. We got a sale. So that's what I wanted to explain for y'all today. Just the things from an investor standpoint, what to look for, and what you can learn from this Russian situation, the Russian-Ukraine war. Diversify. Basic materials are always going to win. And betting down, doubling down when everybody's nervous and scared is how you're going to become rich. So leave it those tips. Y'all stay blessed, and I'm gonna see y'all next time on Blessed and Best.
Just to see tomorrow is a blessing. Stay prayed up is the message. Everything about a nigga blessed. Everything about a nigga blessed.